Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ and Sons and our FIFA 21 Sunderland series. It has been a while, but I am glad to be back once again as we are officially starting our EFL Championship run, starting off against Millwall, game number 1 at home in Sunderland, the way it should be. And this is going to be, I want to say, probably our first real test of what we have ahead of us coming into the EFL Championship. These first few games is really going to determine where we are as a team. You know, I understand we don't have the same players that we did at the stop of the last, moving from the PS4 to the PS5. But I think with solid play, we can still try to do something here and make some things happen without getting relegated back down and trying to make some minimal moves. But right now, Millwall just putting the speed on us and getting that first shot off. Thankfully, it gets deflected. Looks like we're going to have to tighten up our defense quite a bit here. We did get some guys on the defensive side last go around, so we're going to have to start working to pick some dudes up to really get this thing improved. Now, this game is just starting out at about the 5-minute mark as we finally start working our way down for the attack. As we get the first pass in, but that one's going to be called dead as they do take it from us thanks to the penalty. And Lyndon Gooch is going to be taking the free kick at this point, trying to give it a go. We made a couple of them in the last in League One, but now we got to see if we can't try to repeat some of that magic again. And we're going to give it a run with Gooch, get some of that spin going, and that one would be stopped. Now, our scoring has not been, the tournament was one thing in terms of being able to get a lot of quick goals. This has not been this way. This game has started out 22 minutes, still tied at 0, but now we're starting to finally make a little bit of a run here as we get it over to Scowen in the midfield. Scowen working his way down, gets it over to Gooch off to the right. Gooch is going to send it into Wakey. Wakey gets the pass off to Wiles. Wiles shoots and scores! That's a first goal in the championship for Sunderland. As we get through that one, what a shot that was. Beautiful finisher, great pass from Wakey all the way to Wild. That was just a beautiful all-around offensive performance. That one brings a small little tear to my eye, as I say. And look at that shot right past the goalie. Powerful finish with the boot on that one. Leighton is fired up for the start. So we are going to start out with a goal by Ben Wiles, giving us a 1-0 lead over Millwall here in our first EFL Championship game. Now Millwall is going to try to get it started back, and they are going to be putting the pressure on. They have done that for the most part all game, and I have a feeling they are definitely going to be continuing that as we move forward. Now here comes Millwall working their way back down, but we're able to get a quick stop, and if we can get a good counter going, as we get it over to Wiles once again, Wiles bringing it down the left side, gets it off to Jones. Jones needs to get the pass into the middle, sends the cross through. Wakey's going to finish it. That's going to be a homer on that one. Big boot from Wakey off the volley in the air, just hammering it home, giving us a 2-0 lead now, and our fans are ecstatic. Sunderland has not been like this in decades as we get these first couple goals here in front of our home fans. Beautiful finish, just coming right back across with it. Wakey just hammers it home. Sees it coming in through the air. Great cross from Jones, too. That one had to be on point for that shot to happen the way it did, and my goodness, was it ever. Charlie Wakey. I think it's Wakey. Could be, yeah, I'm going with Wakey. It sounds the best. 2-0 lead now for Sunderland in this one. Now we will add one more that we're not going to show as we do advance up to about the 60th minute as we are continuing to put the pressure on, not being satisfied as Wiles gets it over to Wakey. Wakey right back to him, and it's going to be a goal! Charlie Wakey with another one, giving us a 4-0 lead here in Sunderland this afternoon. That is how you want to start a season and this campaign right there. In front of the home crowd, putting some powerful shots into it, fighting off the defender, and getting the one-timer right past the goalie. Millwall has not known what was going to hit him in this one. So now coming out to the closing minutes, about the 89th, 90th minute, leading 4-0, not really trying to put too much on him. Still just working the ball around. And here we are, Winchester gets it back over to Wiles, just keeping possession as Millwall will knock that one out of bounds. And this one should be coming to an end fairly quickly as we are in extra time. There's only 3 minutes and we're already eating into it. And Millwall is going to boot it back, and they're going to try to come on the counterattack, but there's no time left, obviously, as we are going to finish this one off with a 4-0 victory, our first one in the championship. That is how you need to get things started. Charlie Wyke with the hat trick. 4 attempts on net, 3 of them going in for goals. This man has played like an absolute beast today. And like I said, looking at these first few games, it is going to be kind of an examination of our team. Millwall, obviously not the strongest team in the world. So we will have to see, as we go, where do we need to kind of fix some gaps at. Sunderland Manager landmark goal for our team. Delighted with the first win. Yada, yada, yada. This team can grow. I want to keep them happy, but you got to keep them humble too, you know what I mean? All right, Ben Wiles. No question in all the headlines. Wiles' debut, a great display, and his first goal for the team. Gotta love it. I hate these little responses. But we're going to this one. Basically kisses Keister a little bit. Keep the scorer happy. Lyndon Gooch. They said he's not playing up to par compared to what he was for us on the PS4. Yeah, it is definitely kind of a letdown a little bit today. But, it is true. Every player is going to go through tough times. We know what he did for us in League One. And I think, we all know what he can do for us here in the EFL Championship. So, lots of review to do. But one game down, and we are now in this thing. We have proven that we can win. What do you want, McFadzean? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Let's see. I'm very pleased with your attitude. Yada yada yada. I can already tell you. I'm pretty sure he's up on the transfer block, if that's what they call it here in football. Some of these older guys that are lower level, I'm going to have to get rid of them just so I can bring in some extra funds. That's going to be the biggest thing as we kind of move forward, is getting these extra funds available to bring in a lot of other guys. Like O'Brien. Man, I really want to get him in, but I got some other guys I can fit in midfield just a little bit better than him. So, I do love this new entrance. Here we are in Swansea City, our first away game of the championship. And this is going to be a big one. Gotta love seeing the guys get off the bus there, looking good, looking confident. As everybody generally says, you look good, you play good. That's a big thing. All right, so let's get this one underway. Swansea City, as we will face off against them here on this afternoon. Now, they are going to start out with the ball, and they are just cutting right through us. Oh, my goodness. Our defensive speed is just lacking, and pressure in general. And look at here we go, trying to get a comeback now. Now let's get this counterattack going, as we're going to get the pass up, and they're going to stop it. We will regain possession, getting out to O'Neill on the right side. O'Neill working his way down, but nowhere to go with it. Finally works it back into the middle over to Wright. Wright gets it on up to Wiles. Wiles gets it over to Jones. Jones to Wyke. Wyke's going to shoot it, and that one's going to be a great stop by Swansea's goalie, as that one was a big-time play by him. Now we're going to advance a little bit on up to about the 40th minute of this game. It is still tied 0-0. It's been back and forth. Neither team really able to just make that final little pass that's needed. And now we've got him in. Wyke's going in. He's in the box. He passes it over, and we're going to miss that pass. Oh, my goodness, by mere inches. We do recover, but oh, geez, you got to be kidding me. Now Swansea City's coming down on the counterattack as they get that booted on a little too far, a little out of control, as that one will go out of bounds here in the 43rd minute. And we work the ball right back in pretty quickly here, trying to see if we can't squeeze out a goal before the end of this first half. As we work it all the way across the field to O'Neill. O'Neill's coming down on the right side, but once again, nobody there. As Gooch almost ran offsides, but comes back and is finally able to corral a pass. But Swansea's defense just swarms us as we have to try to regather ourselves here, as that will take us into the first halftime. At this one, tied 0-0. This has been a tough performance for us all afternoon. And so now here we are in the 55th minute. City, I'm just going to call them Swansea. Swansea's keeping the pressure on us, but we are trying to work a little bit of a counterattack as we've got some movement going. And Wiles, he fights his way in, and he's going to hit that final pass over Wyke. He's in the net. We got the lead, 1-0 here in Swansea City. Charlie Wyke with his 4th goal in 2 games. Beautiful pass by, who is that, Wiles. He just gets that one right over. That last pass is what was needed. Some of the greatest coaches have always talked about getting that last pass off. Some great men like Ted Lasso and other greats. And that one is what has given us the lead now. So now we must hold it on. They have been pressuring us all day as we move up to about the 68th minute, and we're trying to build on this. We are not going to be satisfied with just a 1-0 lead, but they'll take it back for us. Swansea coming down on their counterattack now, just trying to get some guys moving as we get in the way of that pass, but they regain possession anyways. Now Swansea with the ball, get it down the left side. Working it right back over into the middle as they get it over to Morris. Morris fights through his man. Oh, God, you've got to be kidding me. And Morris will finish that one. This game is all tied up. That was the equalizer here in the 71st minute. Morris taking it to us on that. And so now we jump ahead to the 80th minute, trying to continue on another little counterattack, working the ball well down the left side. And that pass is going to be blocked. That final one is Swansea now is coming our way as they are pushing up with some speed. We got some tired guys as they've got some momentum there, and we'll finally get that one stopped. 84th minute here at Swansea City, trying to make something happen as they intercept our pass. They've got our defense spread out. They send it through. How's he not offsides? He's going to shoot and score and take the lead here in the 84th minute. You've got to be kidding me. That pass went right over it. I could have sworn he was offsides. They said no, he wasn't. And that one is going to be the nail in our coffin. We have suffered our first loss here of the new campaign. That one does really hurt. Not going to lie. I cannot believe that we allowed that to happen. Just the turnover on our end, that was just disgusting. It makes my stomach hurt to watch that thing happen. So now we got to deal with this loss. That was, there wasn't much in the game. Must be frustrating to concede so late in the game. Well, we didn't concede. They got the better goal. Yeah, as I said, they made the last play, basically, is all that happened. So, of course, the thing is to win. That's our job, but I was pleased with the effort I saw. Yeah, I'm not going to dog on my dudes. I need to work out my substitution packages. Probably need, I guess, start doing that stuff a little bit more manual. Our guys were exhausted there at the end. They gave it a fighting chance. Don't get me wrong, but they were completely, I've heard people say on TV shows, knackered as it is. All right, I don't feel like being too harsh on the boys. Yeah, got to give it to them. Wyke, got another goal from him. They're talking about how important is it that he's so good. How happy are you with his performance? Oh, he got our goal, man. Of course I'm happy with the dude's performance. I mean, really? Come on now. Wyke, he's going to be an important part, at least for this season. I'm not sure how much further in the future, though. So we'll see. We'll see. Now, that does remind me, with the ending of this game, please remember to subscribe if you have not already and hit that little thumbs up button if you did like today's video. And so that is going to do it for this episode. And in the next one, we are going to start out in the Carabao Cup and see how we can do there. So I will see y'all then, everybody. So as always, stay safe and, well, you know how it goes. Later, y'all.